The Indian consumer is now moving towards automatic cars, and car manufacturers are now making more automatic cars than ever before. But there are some enthusiasts like me, there will be some like you, who still enjoy driving a manual car because it's fun to drive, it's more engaging, and obviously you have more control over the car. So today with us we have the Volkswagen Virtus in the 1 liter 6-speed manual transmission. Let's check out how this car drives and how it performs. और अगर आप ये वीडियो हिंदी में देखना चाहते हैं तो आई बटन में और नीचे डिस्क्रिप्शन में आपको उसका लिंक मिल जाएगा. So now we are driving the Volkswagen 1 liter manual transmission. This comes with a 6-speed manual transmission, and we've done a detailed review of the design and the features of this car in a previous video, and you will find the link for it in the I button. So if you want a detailed description of the car, the features, you can check that video out. In this video we're going to cover just how this car drives, because that's the only differentiator here, which is the gearbox. Now it comes with the same 1 liter TSI engine that powers the automatic variant as well, which we have also reviewed before, and this one is mated to a 6-speed manual transmission. This engine puts out 115 PS of power and 178 Newton meters of torque. It is a very peppy engine and it is really fun to drive as well. Now it is a 3-cylinder, so yes, it does the NVH levels are a little higher when you are pushing the engine, when you're revving the engine hard at lower gears. And if you are in the 2nd or 3rd gear and you're revving above 3000 RPM, you will hear the grunt of the engine. And let me see if there is an open patch. I'll try and show you how it sounds. So you will see that it gets a little noisy above 3000 RPM, and that is the basic characteristics of a 3-cylinder engine. There's nothing to complain about. In real world you won't be pushing the engine so hard, so it's not an inconvenience. Now talking about this gearbox particularly, you will notice that though the throws are short, they are not very smooth. They could have been a little more shorter, and the throws could be a little more smoother. If you are driving the Verna, the manual version, you will find that the throws are shorter and the transmission is like buttery smooth. So on the highways it won't matter much, but if you are in stop-go traffic and you have to switch gears continuously, yes, you will find yourself pushing the gear knob a lot. And yeah, that's one area of improvement. It could have been better, the throws could have been shorter, it could have been a little more smoother. Other than that, the clutch, it is pretty much light. It could have been more lighter, and it does not require a lot of effort to push the clutch, but yes, we have driven cars in the same segment that have a better clutch action, and it's more lighter than this one. Other than that, the power that this car puts out is very linear. It's not, you don't get that instantaneous power at lower revs. It starts coming up after 1500 1600 RPM, and then it keeps on progressing as and when you build up the revs. So the meat of the power will come between the 3000 and 5000 RPM mark, and that's where this engine really shines. You'll get the maximum torque in the 3000 to 5000 RPM range. Other than that, the ride and handling of this car is just good, and I think in this category, in this segment, this is one of the best cars if you are if you want a good ride and handling. The suspension is not very stiff. It is a little stiff in the 1.5 automatic, but this one, it's not that stiff, and it does get a little wallowy when you are driving on undulations, but other than that it's pretty much balanced. It's not discomforting at all. You will be very comfortable. The steering is precise and it's very it weighs up really well on higher speeds. It's light when you are in traffic. So kudos to Volkswagen on nailing the ride and handling of the Virtus. And obviously most of you must be wondering, what is the mileage like? Because the automatic 1 liter gave about 13 to 14 kilometers to the liter when we tested it, and this has definitely a better mileage. On the highways you should get anywhere between 19 to 20 kilometers to the liter. In the cities you will get around 13 to 14. It's in stop-go traffic conditions, and overall the average is between 16 to 17, which is pretty decent for the kind of power this car puts out. Overall the driving dynamics of this car are really, really good. If you want to have fun while driving and you enjoy driving a lot, you want to go through you want to take the twisty roads, you want to cruise on the highways, you will really, really have fun driving the Volkswagen Virtus, especially in the manual configuration. And I personally love this because I love manual gearboxes, and really this is a fun to drive car. So in the real sense, this is a driver's car, and if you like to drive, you should definitely consider this car. Now in terms of pricing, the Volkswagen Virtus manual will set you back by 13.2 lakhs on road in Mumbai, and will go up to 17 lakhs on road. Now this is priced a little bit higher than the Slavia. The Slavia will cost you 30,000 cheaper in the entire range. The Honda City, on the other hand, is closely matched in terms of pricing. If you're going for a cheaper version, a more affordable car, you can definitely go with the Maruti Suzuki Ciaz. But in terms of the driving dynamics and the fun to drive quotient of sedans, I would definitely go with the Volkswagen Virtus because it is simply more fun to drive. It's engaging, and this 1 liter engine, it really, really is something that you should go for. If you want the 1.5 that's not available in the manual transmission, then you would have to go with the Skoda Slavia, which comes with the 1.5 liter TSI engine and comes with a 6-speed manual transmission as well. But you'd have to spend close to 20 lakhs on that car. But if you're looking for something that is fun to drive, it is engaging, you want something that gives you a decent amount of mileage as well, the Volkswagen Virtus can be your choice. So that's the Volkswagen Virtus 1 liter manual transmission for you. Let us know what you think about this car. If you have any questions, you can put them down in the comments and we will try our best to answer them all. This is Vipul signing off. I will see you in the next video. Until then, rev hard, rev free, and drive safe.